Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. KSI has uploaded. This is after trying to fight Wayne Bridge, retired soccer player, 44 years old. Now fighting Dylan Dennis, who is a terrible boxer who Logan Paul already beat. So, let's see what he has to say for himself. He has uploaded a video called Laughing at Jake Paul version 3. So let's see. It's 18 minutes. We're not watching the whole thing, for fuck's sake. But let's see what he says.
Thanks, bro. I'm not talented. I've told the world this. I'm not talented.
There we go. He's not talented, so fine.
Like
He's
and
hardworking.
subscribe.
That's like the joke, but
Talented. I've just worked hard to get to the point that I'm at today. I mean, I don't know what you're on about anyway. What Deji produced with that since your return to boxing have been bad. This guy has been your only real test.
This is KSI on his Reddit, and his Reddit usually they are very reliable in giving him a little bit of truth. It's usually the normies who are blind to KSI's. I don't call them scams, but he's saying Tommy Fury has been KSI's only real test. When you think about it, he's fought who? Pineda, Swans, yes, Temper, Fournier, Fury. Yeah, you're right. That's unfortunate.
None of us want to see Dylan Dennis again. We don't even.
True, Dylan Dennis is sloppy second. KSI refused to fight Fury because he said Fury was sloppy second. Because he said Woodley was sloppy second. So, if you're refusing to fight Woodley because Woodley is sloppy second, why did you fight Temper, who was slim sloppy second? Then why did you fight Tommy Fury, who was Jake sloppy second? Yes, Jake lost, but Jake already fought Tommy Fury. Why are you fighting him? And why are you now fighting Logan sloppy second? Oh my god, this guy is so full of shit. I just hope this video and the clips on Twitter will show everyone that this guy is full of shit. And we'll check the comments, we'll see what the comments are saying, and then we'll move. So hold tight.
I want to see him get knocked out. He's just so irrelevant. I'm not.
Dylan Dennis is irrelevant, yes. He had 2 billion impressions on Twitter in 2023, but after the fight, yes, he fell off for sure.
Really fighting him for you lot. I'm fighting him for me.
Fighting him for me because he threw a coffee on your head. This is an article talking about KSI putting up a poll for his next opponent, and Jake Paul wasn't on this poll for some reason. Who do you want me to fight in January? At the top of the list was former UFC champion Tyron Woodley, who famously fought Jake Paul, whatever. Next, Dylan Dennis was second on the list, right? Third was Slim, who got an impressive stoppage win over FaZe Temper. Remember, this is 2022, right? This is before KSI's last win in the boxing ring. Then, finally, Dr. Mike. He wants to fight Dr. Mike. But this is from Dexeter. Tyron Woodley urges KSI to accept the poll results for his next boxing opponent and fight him. This is because Tyron Woodley won by about 38%. Thank God, this is the tweet, finally. Jesus. Here we go. This is KSI's own Twitter. The tweet is still up. Tyron Woodley. This is after he wins in August. Who do you want me to fight in January? Tyron Woodley, Dylan Dennis, Slim, Dr. Mike. KSI refused to fight Woodley because he said that's old news. Jake already beat him. I will show you that clip. Now he ducked Slim. He tried to fight Slim last year, but he chose to sing a song. But he chose to sing a song instead. And Dr. Mike, he ducked Dr. Mike very, very quickly. He even went on his podcast. He went on Dr. Mike's podcast.
Hi everyone, but you've got to fight Jake. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, alright, so then can I fight Soul Pappy? And it's like, nah,
because that puts the Jake fight in.
He's talking. This is one of the people he says he wants to fight in January, and he's sitting on his podcast and telling him why he can't fight Soul Pappy. This guy is a fucking fraud. So Jake Paul really got you on a leash. So he's using Jake to avoid fighting Tyron Woodley, even though Tyron Woodley won the poll. KSI created this poll himself, 880,000 votes. Tyron Woodley won 38% of the vote. He ducked Slim. He ducked Dr. Mike, clearly. And we'll go over the meaning of the word duck very soon. And now he wants to fight Dylan Dennis. Nobody even comes back to this tweet and like, yeah. So here he ducks Tommy Fury and he ducks Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is too heavy for me. If Andrew Tate is too heavy for you, why are you calling him out? Why are you calling out Jake Paul? Why? Why are you calling out Jake Paul if Andrew Tate is too big? If Jake Paul is too heavy for you, why can't you fight? Why can't you fight? What's his name? Darren Till? Because it's too heavy? Crazy. So let's continue.
I need to fucking get my get back. I'm sorry.
Get back for a coffee.
Like, fuck him and everything he stands for. Yes, Logan Paul, beat him, but I want to pulverize him.
Logan Paul beat him. That is sloppy seconds. That is the definition of a sloppy second. And it's not your first time doing sloppy seconds, is it?
I want to obliterate him. I want him on the floor, unconscious. Also, you guys always say that my opponents have been terrible, but how many people pull out? I don't think you understand how many people pull out of fighting me.
So people are pulling out of fighting KSI. Pulling out. Pulling out means you signed and then you pulled out for injury or some other reason. That's what pulling out means. It means you're in, but you're pulling out, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to, right?
The first fight back, it was meant to be against Alex Wasabi. And
okay, so that was a pull out for sure. Why was KSI trying to fight Wasabi? Why? I need to show you guys something very, very quickly. This video is very important. Watch. This is KSI at Misfits 001. This is what KSI has been doing for the past 3 years. We'll show you what KSI has been doing for the past 7, but this is the past 3. Just watch. This is after KSI takes a hiatus of 3 years. He's come back in 2022. He's just beat Pineda and Swarms after Wasabi pulls out. Watch this.
Slim looks good. I want a piece of that.
That's Slim. He called out Slim. I want a piece of that.
Yeah.
And you ducked Slim. You should have fought Slim because Slim beat FaZe Temper.
Slim beat FaZe Temper. Why is KSI fighting Slim? Why is KSI fighting Temper? Temper is sloppy seconds. Why are you fighting someone else's sloppy seconds?
Slim is not even that great, bro. What are you talking about? Austin
What does that mean? That means nothing.
versus Gib.
He wants Austin versus Gib.
I want to win on that.
He wants the winner of Austin versus Gib. The records show that Gib won. We'll get to Gib later.
Andrew Tate. I want a piece of that.
Andrew Tate. This guy called out Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is a well-known fighter who fights at light heavyweight. I believe he was fighting around 85 kg. Yeah, 85 kg which would have been somewhere around 190, something like this. That's who this guy is calling out in front of everyone.
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury, he called him out. Fair play. He fought him.
I want a piece of that.
He ducked them both in one tweet. This was 2000.
Like and subscribe.
He ducked both Fury and Tate in one tweet. Who do you want me to fight in general? We covered this. Tyron Woodley won the poll.
I was fighting Woodley. You guys.
Jake's already done that!
Jake's already done that.
That's old news! Why are we passing around Woodley like he's a spliff?
Why are we passing out Woodley like he's a spliff? Why are we passing out Dylan Dennis like he's a spliff? Why are we passing out FaZe Temper like he's a spliff? Do you see the inconsistency, the hypocrisy? I hope people can see this. That's the most important thing with this video. People just need to see that this guy is full of shit. That's all I want people to see.
Woodley hasn't won a fight since 2018! He's trash! No one wants to see that!
After the mindset of no one can beat me.
Did he beat Jake?
Do you think you can beat Jake Paul? Let us hear the answer.
Yes.
Yes, KSI says. Let's hear the follow-up question.
So why are you fighting me?
So why are you fighting Alex Wasabi? If you think you can beat Jake Paul is free. Hasim Rahman pulled out of MSG. Jake Paul says, I will come. In fact, I don't even want to spoil the king. Let the king speak.
I'm the A side, so I think everything should run by me. So I think he should fight on my card. I think he should fight in the UK. I think he should fight in my weight. I think all these things.
Whenever you see someone speaking this much, talking this much, it means they're just stalling for time. It means they're just waffling. That's the word. Ask Joe Weller. They're waffling, stalling for time to say something, to look for something profound to say. He has nothing to say.
And do you think Jake's gonna be like, yeah,
Do you see the switch up in the energy?
yeah, sure.
Look at all the animation. Why is he so animated? because he's trying to distract you from the fact that he's spewing nonsense. That's why.
Great! Yes! Yes! Sir, KSI? Are you dumb?
KSI, I will come to London. I will weigh 180 pounds for the fight. You could be the A side. What's your excuse?
I will come to London. I'll weigh 180 pounds for the fight. This is August 2022. Because Jake already had a camp. KSI already had a camp. Perfect.
Do you accept?
Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't fought in 3 years.
I haven't fought in 3 years. Jake was out there working hard, trying his best. Almost lost to Tyron Woodley in the first fight. KSI laughed at that while sitting down on his ass, making sideline videos and making shitty reactions. When it's now time to fight, I haven't fought in 3 years, guys.
I haven't fought in 3 years. This was meant to be a warm-up fight. I'm fighting to get rid of the cobwebs. So
That's a very good point. Warm-up fight. Warm-up, right? This is 3 years ago. KSI made this video 3 years ago. He needs to warm up. But listen to Gib.
Right. Olatunji still needs to get his redemption story. He's coming off a loss. Yeah, he's been warming up for 7 years, right?
He has been warming up for 7 years.
Has he not? Has he not? Has he not been warming up for 7 years?
He's marinating.
Yeah, no, warming up for 7 years.
That's all. I mean, that is the end of the video, but let's continue.
he pulled out. I was supposed to fight a pro boxer, and then he turned out to be a white supremacist.
Okay, so...
And he pulled out. I was supposed to fight a pro boxer, and then he turned out...
So, this is the guy KSI says he was supposed to fight. His name is Ivan Nikolov. He's from Bulgaria.
To be a white supremacist. Keep in mind, we had 2 weeks.
They said Nikolov is a white supremacist. Let's find out exactly who. So this is the guy KSI decided not to fight because he's a white supremacist. I thought you're supposed to fight white supremacists. 3 wins, 20 losses, 12 by knockout, 5'8", light heavyweight. This means he's around what, 175, 170. It's just L's. His resume is just L's throughout. So this is the person that KSI decided not to fight because he's a white supremacist. But you signed to fight him. KSI signed to fight this guy. KSI versus Ivan. He didn't pull out. Ivan didn't pull out. Ivan did not pull out of the fight. You just decided not to fight him. So what? Since when is that an excuse? Oh, he has the wrong beliefs, so I can't fight him because he thinks differently from me. How is that the thing?
Till the fight. So we're there scrambling, and then we were like, screw it, we'll do 2 versus 1 just to make it an event. And that's what I thought, Swarms and Pineda. And then
Pineda, okay, let's do Pineda. Let's look at Pineda's box rec. Since KSI likes looking at people's Spotify listens, so let's see. 2 wins, 7 losses, and he's a super welterweight. What is a super welterweight, guys? Please. KSI likes to complain about weight. What is a super welterweight? 147 pounds. Oh my god. Oh, this guy is the same. He's the same weight as Floyd and Amir Khan. Just for context, because KSI mentioned that he was going to fight Floyd and Amir Khan. And that's how he's fighting Pineda. 70 kilos. So you can see that this guy is full of shit. Look, 2-7. His last fight, his fight with KSI did not count as a professional fight, by the way. So his last win, Pineda's last win, was October 2017. That is what KSI says is a fight.
And I was meant to fight Dylan Dennis. Guess what?
No, you're not meant to fight Dylan Dennis. No, you're not.
He pulled out, and then I had to fight Face Temper.
No, Slim was available. Slim was available, and you ducked him.
Saying like it's my fault. People pull out with me, even with this fight.
So as I said, Ivan, we already established Ivan did not pull out. I think Ivan even said something. Let's see what Ivan said, just for the story to be complete. So 43 years old. This is so funny. So Ivan is like, okay. So I was about to knock out this decorative rooster. The problem came from DAZN TV, not the rapper. But this is the situation. So he wanted to fight, but DAZN is like, yeah, we can't put you on. So he didn't pull out. So he was oh my god, that is too funny. Look at this. KSI against Swarms. Let's continue.
I know I'm not even allowed to say this, but fuck it, bro. Dylan Dennis wasn't even my 4th choice. We went to Nate Diaz. KSI
went to Nate Diaz. So this is before Wayne Bridge. He goes to Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz already fought Jake Paul. What are we doing? That's Jake sloppy seconds. How can that be the first name? How can that be the first name on your mind? Oh, let's fight the guy that Jake fought. How can that be? Look, Jake did this to Nate Diaz. And KSI was like, yeah, I want to fight Nate Diaz. What weight is Nate Diaz? 170. What weight is Pineda? Come on, guys. Let's continue. Nate Diaz. That's a sloppy second. And a retired MMA fighter, which KSI says is bad for some reason.
He said, no. We went to Donald.
So he said no. That means he didn't pull out. He just said, no, who are you?
Cerrone.
Cowboy Cerrone, that has been retired from UFC. And how old is he? Age. Let's just do age. 41 years old. When was he dropped from the UFC? Oh, God. This guy. Mixed martial arts record. His last fight was in 2022. 3 years retired. 41 years old. Look at his MMA record. 17 losses. 17 losses. Fighting at what weight? Lightweight, welterweight. 170. For God's sake. This guy is Conor McGregor weight. Lightweight, welterweight. That's what this guy is trying to fight.
He said, nah. We went to Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson. Oh my God. El Kukui. They tried to fight El Kukui. Oh my God. KSI is a fag. He tried to fight El Kukui. Retired MMA fighter. Stand up. Welterweight, lightweight. Oh my days. How old is he? 40 years old. Okay. He has not won since before COVID. Like, this is the same year KSI fought Logan, and this guy hasn't won a fight since. He's just been taking L's, just getting choked out, kicked, fucked, punched. I guess I was like, yeah, I want to fight this guy. El Kukui, no. And he said no. If you go to all the UFC fighters, they all say we want the Jake Paul fight. Who was the last person to say that? I believe it was who was it? Was it Derek Brunson? Nobody knows who you are, bro. If they knew who you were, they would take the money and fuck you up.
He said, nah. These guys said no to me.
They said no, meaning they did not pull out.
So I'm like, bro, do I have to go to a fucking footballer to fight? And he's...
So he goes to a 44-year-old footballer, Wayne Bridge. We covered that video before. Oh my God, this is like, look at his face. This is terrible. He doesn't even believe his own lies.
Said yes. So what the fuck? I'm that confused as to why a footballer wants to fight me, but these top UFC, ex-UFC fighters don't.
Why don't you say the word retired? That's what you said about Tyron Woodley. He's retired. Nate Diaz retired. Let's even look at it. Let's look at it. Oh yeah, my account is suspended, guys. Help me. Someone who knows Elon, tell Elon to stop fucking around. Let's see. So let's search KSI's thing and let's look for the word retired. You will see. Okay, so retired, speak from football. Okay, so sign the damn contract and let me show you the difference between me and that fraud who only wins against retired MMA pensioners.
Wasn't even my fourth choice. We went to Nate Diaz. He said no. We went to Donald Cerrone. He said no. We went to Tony Ferguson.
Retired MMA pensioners. All these guys are over 40. All these guys are no longer in active competition. This guy has not won a fight since 2019. Nate at least has boxed. Cowboy is fucking Cowboy. We don't even care. We don't even know what Cowboy is. We just name him as Cowboy who they bring out to lose fights. 17 losses? Get the fuck out of here, bro. So that's who KSI is trying to fight. After saying that Jake allegedly is a fraud who only wins against retired MMA pensioners. This is KSI. Cognitive dissonance. That's what we call that.
He said, I'm confused
People call it hypocrisy. No, it's cognitive dissonance.
as to why a footballer wants to fight me, but these top UFC...
Like
none
and
of them is
subscribe.
ranked. None of them is ranked. They're all retired or dropped and they haven't won a fight in a while. They're not top. None of them is top.
Ex-UFC fighters don't want to fight me. Everyone...
X. meaning retired.
Masvidal. We went to Masvidal to fight.
Masvidal, Jorge, Street Jesus, Street Judas, Masvidal, dropped by the UFC, doesn't compete anymore. How old is Masvidal? Jorge Masvidal, 40 years old, 41 this year, as a matter of fact. Mixed martial arts record, loss. So he has not won a fight since 2020. 5 years. 5 years, guys. So stop.
He can't do it because the UFC, like, guy.
So why are you reaching out to UFC fighters? Why aren't you reaching out to boxers? You're friends with Vidal Riley. Why did you just tell him to find somebody to fight? Since people will just watch you fight, you can't even get Vidal to give you one of the sparring partners to fight. If you can even fight Idris Virgo, why the fuck not?
We've been trying to find people to fight, and I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, what about Darren Till? Darren Till probably isn't gonna want to fight at my fight weight, and then if he does, he's not gonna want to do the rehydration clause because, buddy.
Why is KSI putting rehydration clauses on people? He did that with Woodley as well. Woodley had signed to fight, and KSI came back and said, nah, we want a rehydration clause. Let me show you. Tyron Woodley, rehydration clause. But we are exposing this guy today. Why are you trying to put Darren Till on a rehydration? He's an MMA guy. He fights at 170. So what's your problem? Why are you crying? Weight Watchers? What is this? Tyron Woodley is looking to continue his stint in crossover boxing by targeting fights with KSI, right? He lost to Jake, blah, blah, blah. Maximum of 175 at the official weigh-in on the day of the bout, and shall be a maximum weight of 185 on the afternoon of the day of the fight. The promoter will use best endeavors to ensure the local commission administers the second weigh-in. If the boxer is overweight at either the weigh-in, the promoter will be given the option to terminate the agreement and cancel the bout. So Woodley leaked, I want this bitch. Why would you offer me a fight versus you, then bail? KSI pulled out of this fight, bro. Why would you send me a contract to bitch out and take a lesser opponent? Facts. Why would you have my name in your mouth for 2 years and not step up? Fact. Why do a poll of 1 million people that said you fight me and then you run? This is the end of the video right here. The video has ended. KSI has been exposed as a ducking bitch since 2022. Why are people just seeing it now? Why?
Fight at my fight weight, and then if he does, he's not going to want to do the rehydration clause.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Because brother's huge compared to me.
He fights at 170. Darren Till, a retired MMA boxer, fights at 170. Welterweight, middleweight, welterweight. He's just 32. So the youngest guy out of all the opponents, you decided you don't want any part of that. The youngest out of everyone, Masvidal is 40, Ferguson is 40 plus, Nate Diaz is 40 plus. And the youngest guy, 32, basically the same age as Mike Perry. Actually, your age mate isn't he, KSI? Maybe KSI should be 93. This guy is 92. Oh, KSI is a fucking bitch. Cognitive dissonance. I don't like hypocrisy. This is cognitive dissonance.
I walk around what, 190, 195? Darren Till walks around 220. So I'm not going to.
And he keeps giving people pounds. Like, he keeps calling people fat. Like, he called Jake fat and said Jake was around 250 or something.
Just allow him to do what Tommy Fury did. Just, kill himself to get to a certain weight, go on the scale, and then balloon right back up.
It's funny because KSI fought Logan at what? At 190, what? 190 what? 195? So, since when did KSI care this much about weight? KSI did not know so much about weight until it was time for him to fight Jake. That's when he started talking so much about and joining Weight Watchers. It's like, oh, you're too big. You're too big for me, guys. Andrew Tate's too big. This guy's a fucking Weight Watcher, bro.
To his natural weight. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dylan Dennis. And you know what? I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. I'm not even excited about it. I'm fine with it.
Happy to knock out Dylan Dennis. I've been wanting to knock this guy out since Misfits 3. So yeah, I don't understand.
And by the way, it was Misfits 4. KSI can't even keep up with his own lies. It was Misfits 4, not Misfits 3. But whatever.
This whole, he's just so irrelevant. Joe Fournier. Who the fuck?
Yes, but you didn't win against Joe Fournier. You didn't win. Your last win was against Temper.
Fuck was Joe Fournier? You still wanted to watch him.
What? So I think this is KSI realizing that his fans are just blind, and he thinks his fans are blind and they just go along with him. and he's like calling them out for it, for blindly following him. So I guess we'll look through the comments and see. This video, I don't want this video to be too long, but we do have a lot of tabs because it feels like this is the best moment to bring out all the facts. We need to bring out all the facts so we can show how this guy is deceiving himself.
People watch because they want to see me fight. They want to see how I improve and how well
Improve. I think that's what Gib was saying here, warming up, right?
Fine. Olatunji still needs to get his redemption story. He's coming off a loss. Yeah, he's been warming up for 7 years.
Yeah, so he KSI keeps needing to improve.
People watch because they want to see me fight. They want to see how I improve and how well I do and how I knock people out and
I'm improving, guys. I'm improving for 7 years, guys.
how entertaining I am.
Right? Has he not? Has he not? Has he not been warming up for 7 years?
He's marinated.
Yeah.
There's no one that fights like me in this scene. That's why people watch. That's why people care. And I have a fan.
And for those who don't know, KSI fights by doing star jumps. That's how KSI fights. By doing star jumps. That's what he's talking about.
Base that care as well. But outside of my fan base, I also just have the general public that want to watch me.
Okay. All right. I think.
I got other shit happening. I got Prime. I got Sidemen. I got. They
Oh,
say
yeah.
I'm better than Jake Paul. You know what? They have a chance of beating him because he's not actually seen happen.
This is where he starts talking about Jake.
Because he's running away from me.
Okay. So that's a lie. So we can very easily disprove this. As we've already shown this, right? Have we not? We already showed this.
You should fight in the UK. So I think I'm the A-side beat.
This is old. This is 2022.
Think you can beat Jake?
Do you think you can beat Jake?
Yes.
So why are you fighting me?
So this is Jake.
KSI? Are you dumb?
KSI, I will come to London. I will weigh 180 pounds for the fight. You could be the A side. What's your excuse? Do you accept?
Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't fought in 3 years.
Does this sound like someone who is running here? Who is running?
I haven't fought in 3 years.
Who is running? Please tell me who is running here. Please explain to me. Expliquez-moi, as they say in German.
This was meant to be a warm-up fight. I'm fighting to get rid of the cobwebs so I can be active again in the box.
Let me show you. This is 2022. This is watch. This is 2021. This guy is the GOAT. Problem Paula. Subscribe. Jake Paul predicted this exact scenario. Watch. This is 2019. Jake said this in 2019, November, after he sees me fight Gib. Watch, just watch.
Me fight Gib, and what I do to Gib, I think he's gonna be scared to fight me because he's gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna walk away with the W because I know Jake is gonna beat me. I'm calling it now.
He called it. Jake Paul fucking called it. Let me show you where Jake Paul confirms in 2025 that he called it from the very beginning.
Oh yeah, what do you
That was 2019. This is 2025.
think about Dylan Dennis and KSI?
I think it's a joke. I mean, it's just a joke, bro. My brother already beat Dennis like easily, and KSI just wants easy fights. That
True. His coaches, KSI's coaches will confirm this. KSI's coaches will confirm this. Just watch.
don't challenge him at all. Like, why doesn't he fight Mike Perry? Why doesn't he fight Tyron Woodley?
Shit, why doesn't he fight Jake Paul?
He won't do it, bro. I've said it since day one, and
he said it since day one.
And he just like sticks to the weight thing and makes it seem like my manager's the one that's in the way of it. When I have my brother like working tired.
All right. So let's continue. Jake called this from the very beginning. This is 2019. This clip is from Jake's channel.
I will be fighting Jake, especially after I finish, smashing the music scene. I've got good momentum going with the music, so I don't really want to stop all of that just to fight this prick. I want to wait till
I don't want to stop my music.
I've got the album out, the deluxe, I got the tour out the way, and shows, festivals. I want to get all of that out the way before I can get in camp and fight him. For me, it's kind of like waiting for this pandemic to be over, but I'm actually waiting for this lockdown to be over so I can get back into training. So I know I have to
So music, pandemic, music.
pick one or the other, and right now I'm just picking music because that's what I can do, that's what I'm able to do, and then eventually, once the album is out this year.
This is in front of the BBC. This is in front of the entire British public, sponsored by USAID, KSI is capping and ducking and oh my days.
Once I'm fully sorted with everything, then I can focus on boxing and really make sure I pummel that man's face. Now, you know, there's no rush.
There is no rush, says KSI.
I'm gonna keep fit. I'm gonna keep training. You know.
This was 2021 roughly. Jake had said, let's fight. And KSI says the money is too small.
And I'm gonna keep doing my thing. And at the end of the day, once I get the amount I want, then we'll fight. Simple.
So, money, COVID, music, now is weight. We've counted like 4 excuses in this video already.
KSI, man. This guy is scared of me. He is legitimately scared. And you can see through all of his shit. You can see through it all.
Jake, I see as easier than Logan.
Jake is easier than Logan Paul. Okay?
I see Logan as the better boxer. I'm not gonna be overconfident. I know he's gonna be harder than Logan. Jake, I see as easier than Logan. I know he's gonna be harder than Logan.
That's all. We've done this video like 15 times. You can clip any part of this video and it should work.
Bro does not want to fight me. Just like all these ex-UFC fights. No one wants to fight me. People fight.
Do you guys remember Logan saying something similar to this? That Nate Diaz didn't want to fight him because Nate Diaz is scared of him somehow? Do you guys remember this? Doesn't that sound familiar, you guys? You have to pay attention. Look, all it takes to expose KSI as a fraud, as someone with cognitive dissonance, all it takes is a memory. If you have a memory, his lies won't work on you.
Jake Paul, because you know what? They have a chance of beating him because he's not actually that good. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out.
Jake is not actually that good, but you want to put a hydration clause on Tyron Woodley. You want to put a hydration clause on Tyron Woodley. Make it make sense. You're not making much sense, sir.
I don't want you guys to compare me with Jake Paul, okay?
Okay.
I always say I'm better than Jake Paul because I am. But you can't.
You're not. You're not. Let me show you. Let me show you why you're not. This is very easy. Just watch this. And also, Vidal, KSI's best friend and trainer, also said that Jake is better than KSI. So this is Delulu, as they say on TikTok.
Like and subscribe.
So, Olajide, that's his real name. Olatunji Boxrec. We just go by Boxrec. We don't even have anyone's time, right? Jake Paul, Boxrec. We don't have the patience to listen to opinions because everyone has one and they all stink. So we just simply go by. Oh shit! So this is Jake Paul, 11-1, 1 loss, right? He's now a heavyweight. This is Box Pro record. Mike Tyson, Mike Perry, Ryan Borland, 17-2. Andre August, 10-1. Nate Diaz, David Fury, 8-0. Silva, 3-1. Woodley, 0-1. Debut. Right? You see this? Mike Tyson, 50-6. That is Jake Paul's boxing record. Here we go. So this is Jake. Where's Jake? God, did I lose it? Shit. So as we saw, Jake is 11-1. KSI is 1-1. KSI is 1-1. For God's sake. Like, there just isn't a comparison, guys. There just isn't. Look. As a professional boxer, we don't know what this means, but this is boxing professionally. 1 win, 1 loss. His last professional fight was in 2023. His first was in 2019. How can this guy say that he's better than Jake with 11-1 just fighting Mike Tyson? You can't do this. You're not allowed to just have an opinion because you're an asshole. That's not fair to anyone. Let's just go on his wiki. By this time, his wiki would have a professional boxing career, I hope. Where is it? Boxing record. Here we fucking go. Jake Paul's wiki page has a professional boxing record. That is the end of this discussion. Look at the killers on this thing. Look, and KSI tried to fight this guy and couldn't get the fight. But he's making fun of Jake for losing the Canelo fight or for not getting the Canelo fight. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Don't compare us, okay? Jake Paul wants to be a world champion, okay? I just like boxing.
Okay, you just like boxing, so why? Oh my God. So why are you talking to him? That means you're not on the same level.
think it's fun to do. I got other shit happening. I got Prime. I got Sidemen. I got.
Oh, God. These are just excuses. Don't they not sound like excuses? Let's see what Wade. I think he stole this line from Wade. Wade said something similar to this. And KSI ran with it. I hope I have it. Here we go.
Max Life Insurance is now Access Max Life Insurance. Click on the
breaking news because KSI has announced his next opponent, and it is someone that was,
let's see,
especially in the position of KSI, who is Misfits CEO, who is the fighter, the guy that leads this whole thing. He is the person that, whether he wins or loses, dictates how business on the entire platform goes.
So he has to pick easy fights, otherwise.
He has to make that decision on what it is he wants to do. Does he want to do YouTube and Sidemen and music, or does he want to fight? Because that's the level of commitment it is going to take to make up the ground that he is losing by taking time off. And that's the most true way I can say. And again, I'll reiterate this. There is no need to compare KSI to Jake.
So Wade put out this video 7 days ago. KSI comes out saying the same thing almost a week later. He stole his bars, word for word, bar for bar. This guy's a thief.
Than KSI himself doing it. He should stop that. If he's not going to commit in the way that he needs to build himself back to that position, he should probably stop, because you can't talk that talk unless you're willing to walk the walk. Again, not saying JJ isn't. All I mean is you have to do it. But then there's that little piece at the end of my message that I wanted to talk about. I said there is one massive issue that can't happen under any circumstance. And that's where I want to talk about the X's and O's of this fight. What is the massive issue with this fight? Well, the biggest one is that Dylan Dana, and you can call me an optimist, people running into the ring, build up was great. Build fun, so I don't mind it. But
bitch mate, you're a bitch.
And they expect you to do something the opposite of the thing you criticize Jake Paul for doing, or in your words, wouldn't do that Jake Paul has done or will do. Especially when Jake Paul, again, you may not like this, is upping the levels of what he's doing in his opponent selection and the risks he's potentially willing to take if this can.
Exactly. This was at the time Jake was very close to getting Canelo fight. KSI is now celebrating because the fight fell through.
Not music. Boxing isn't my whole career.
That's a lie. That is a lie. KSI is on record stating that he wants to become a world champion. Let me find the clip. Yes, this was going to be a fact check episode. We will fact check him in live. Just give me a second. KSI is lying again, but then he's opening his mouth. What choice does he have?
You have to box, collab, and cancel Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
I'll box Mr. Beast.
Do you see the caption? You have to box, collab, or cancel.
You have to box, collab, and cancel Mr. Beast, Logan.
Anyone who wants to fight Jake will simply say Jake, if he thinks he's better than Jake, right?
Paul, Jake Paul.
I'll box Mr. Beast. Easy dub.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
There's ones where I beat Logan Paul, I fight a Jake, and then I keep going, and then all of a sudden there might be an opportunity where I do fight someone for a world champion.
Do you hear that? KSI says I need to fight somebody for a world champion. Watch this again.
Because I know as soon as I fight Jake, it's done.
So his entire life it's not that this is a hobby for him. He just wants to fight Jake.
There might be an opportunity. I fight a Jake, and then I keep going, and then all of a sudden there might be an opportunity where I do fight someone for a world champion. Because I know as soon as I fight Jake, it's done.
Simple. So this guy is full of shit. That's what he is. Full of shit.
Jake Paul, it is. So you don't need to stop comparing us, because I'm just here for a good time.
I'm just here for a good time, says the guy who says he wants to fight someone for a world title. I fight Logan, I fight Jake. So, but he says as soon as he fights Jake, it's done. Let's hear it.
You have to box, collab, and cancel Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
You have to box, collab, and cancel
Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
I'll box Mr. Beast. Easy dub.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
There's ones where I beat Logan Paul, I fight a Jake, and then I keep going, and then all of a sudden there might be an opportunity where I do fight someone for a world championship.
Because I know as soon as I fight Jake, it's done.
You have to box, collab, and cancel Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
I'll box Mr. Beast. Easy dub.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
There's ones where...
Alright, so let's continue.
It's a build Misfit. Jake Paul, it's his career. This is
Build Misfits. Build Misfits. KSI has said that before. KSI said that a while ago. He said he wants to build Misfits. He said that. This was... Oof. We have to go into the archives. You have to join me into the archives for this one. This was a while back. Jake was still dating... I forget the girl's name. Let's see. No, this was way back. This is it, right here.
It's just a waste of time.
So this was a Twitter space. This was a very famous Twitter space where he and KSI negotiated that they would fight in December of 2023.
Why don't you just give the fans what they want? It's a waste of time. Like even Mr. Beast. Even Mr. Beast comes on your podcast and is like, yo, why don't you just fight Jake? And you're like,
I'm here to build Misfits. When was this? 2023. This was right before, this is when KSI announced the fight with Face Temper. So do you see what is happening? Because Jake is like, why would you fight Temper?
I mean,
so I want you guys to pay attention. Misfits
like and subscribe.
Signs deal with DAZN. This is the center of all this. KSI's Misfits Boxing closes a 5-year deal with major sports broadcaster. This is why KSI has been talking. Because if you remember what KSI said, he said something very important. He said, where is it?
Oh, come on, man. Come on. What do you mean, come on?
buddy, are you here to build Misfits? Because you just said you were here to take me out. So which one is it?
And I'm here to build Misfits, take you out. I'm saying that both. Misfits is long term.
Do you see that? Misfits is long term, so he needs to push the fight back a bit further. That is what is happening. We cracked the code. We cracked the code. In the clip we just watched, KSI said, oh, come on, why isn't this thing loading up? The fuck?
You have to box, collab, and cancel Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
I'll box Mr. Beast. There might be an opportunity where I do fight someone for a world championship.
So, he has given up on his world champion dreams, right? Watch this.
Because I know as soon as I fight Jake, it's done.
As soon as I fight Jake, it's done. This was the fight with Temper, right? That was Misfits 04. As soon as I fight Jake, it's done. I don't get the DAZN deal. You see that? If KSI had fought Jake at... Where's the point? If KSI had fought Jake at... what was the point? Where was the point? Aha. If KSI had fought Jake at this point...
He should find the...
This is 2022. KSI doesn't have a DAZN deal yet. KSI doesn't have a 5-year DAZN deal yet. So if Jake comes in and does a fucking bank robbery, KSI doesn't have anything. KSI doesn't have a job.
Yes.
So why are you fighting me?
I'm the A side, so I think everything should run by me. So I think he should fight on my card. I think he should fight in the UK. I think he should fight in my weight. I think all these things. And do you think Jake? Yes, sir, KSI. Are you dumb?
Watch.
KSI will come to London. I will weigh 180 pounds for the fight. You could be the A side. What's your excuse? Do you accept?
Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't fought in 3 years. I haven't fought in 3 years. This was meant to be a warm-up fight. I'm fighting to get rid of the cobwebs so I can be active again in the box.
So, I'm fighting to get rid of the cobwebs so I can be active again. But here, he's saying, I want to build Misfits.
Are you here to build Misfits? Because you just said you were here to take me out. So which one is it?
Do you see that? Then you juxtapose those two facts with this. This video was 10, oh my god. This was 10 January 2023. The deal was 11 January. We cracked it, guys. We have cracked it. KSI has always been stalling for this 5-year DAZN deal. 5 years means that this deal is going to end in 2027 because 23, 24, 25. So this is the 3rd year of a 5-year DAZN deal. So 26, 27 is remaining. That's why Misfits has been, Misfits 21, right? Misfits has been dragging bums and pedophiles off the street to fill up their cards. Literally. Face temper. See? 6 bouts on the card, pay-per-view $15. We've cracked the code. We have like 30 tabs up and we're already done. Oh my god.
Is all he has, and that's why he doesn't want to fight me, because he loses to—
That's not true. We have video that says that's not true. KSI has docked so many people. KSI has docked too many people for that to even be remotely true.
This kid, I want to win him now.
You guys,
he docked all these people, so that's not even valid.
to me, he's done. He has nothing left. It's over. I lose.
KSI had something to lose. KSI had something to lose right here in 2023. KSI says, look, I can't fight you now because I'm trying to build Misfits.
Here to build Misfits? Because you just said you were here. I mean,
Come on, man. Come on. What do you mean, come on?
and you're like,
Well, because I'm here to build Misfits.
I'm here to build Misfits. I'm here to build Misfits to collect money from DAZN. Get it?
I mean,
Come on, man. Come on. What do you mean, come
buddy,
on?
are you here to build Misfits? Because you just said you were here to take me out. So which one is it?
Yeah, I'm here to build Misfits, take you out. I'm saying that both. Misfits is long term. I just signed a deal with DAZN.
What do people send this over the summer?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Corby.
Yeah, this is cut though. You say you're ready, but then the negotiations don't say that.
Bro, you know that I agree. I agreed to fight you. I agreed to fight you for free, and you know that, and everyone online knows that. On short notice, you had me 2 weeks before your fight. I could have fought you for free. I could have fought you for free on short notice, and you still pussied out.
He wants to fight for charity, fight Tommy for charity.
Tommy's not gonna fucking show up either, brother. You and him. Hey, what's in the water in the UK? Because y'all be pussies. Y'all be ducking, bro. Hey, duck, goose. Duck, goose.
Nice. I like the method that the water in the UK has some fluoride in it, so their teeth gets a little like yellow.
Yo, KSI, you want to fight over the summer?
Well, I said what I said. I said what I said. End of the year, innit?
But are you
End of 2023.
actually going to do it?
What do you mean? Am I gonna? Are you fucking dumb?
What?
I told you I'm going to fight you.
When?
End of the year.
But
End of 2023. Oh my god.
like, actually, are you going to? Like, I'm ready. November, December, September, whenever the fuck you want it. I just want to hear you say it out of your mouth because I know you're gonna retreat, bro.
How am I gonna retreat?
You always do. You always hide behind negotiations. I offered to fight you for free and you still wouldn't do it. So what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna fight you for free. Shut up.
I swear that I was going to fight you for free. You can ask Logan. He called me. He called me and he goes, "Why the fuck would you agree to fight him for free?" And I said, "Tell him."
Did you ever get anything from KSI's manager about that? Like, was that ever talked at one point? Or was that
Bro, duck, goose. Duck, goose. Duck, goose. It was your fight. It was your fight. I said I would show up for free. Why would I send you a contract for your fight that I was going to show up at in fucking London or wherever the fuck it was and knock you the fuck out?
commission is just gonna allow that?
You know yes, they will allow it. What the fuck do you mean? People get approved all the time on 3 weeks notice. They approved Tyron Woodley on 9 days notice. Your excuses, honestly, bro, like from the bottom of my heart, and even your fans see it, bro, even your fans see it that you're just ducking and making up so many excuses all the fucking time, and it's always a new lie. It's always this, it's always that. I don't give a fuck what size of the ring. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Bro, I'm walking out with the ski mask, taking all the fucking earnings of this fucking thing because you said we would fight winner takes all. I'm walking in with a ski mask, bank robbery, knocking your bitch ass out in 2 rounds, and then I'm doing a front flip off of your body while it's on the campus. And you can fucking guarantee that. But you're a bitch. Hey, you're a bitch, and I hope you realize it. I hope you realize it when you look yourself in the mirror at night. Every fucking night you realize that you're ducking me and you're scared. And the greatest thing to ever happen to you is Prime. And my brother brought that to you, and you're lucky because the Paul family keeps blessing you. But I'll see you later, fuckboy.
Wow. Did you guys hear that? This is why it's important to be objective. Who was ducking right there? Jake says, give me your word that you will fight me. This is 2023, guys. 2023. The KSI opened his mouth and said, yes, I will fight you. If you remember, Jake fights Fury, and KSI ducks Jake by fighting Fury. Something like this. I think it was Punch Plan, so let's see. Oh, here we go.
Reborn. I know a lot of people want me to comment on Fury versus Jake Paul. I'll watch it, innit? I'm going to be watching.
Watch this. This is KSI who says he wants to fight Jake. He wants to build Misfits, take Jake out. Watch this.
Keeping a close eye, seeing if Jake is improved or seeing what he's going to do, seeing what he does, see if he wins. And if Tommy wins, then I'll be fighting Tommy. As simple as that.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you all see that?
Improved or seeing what he's going to do, seeing what he does, see if he wins. And if Tommy wins, then I'll be fighting Tommy.
Did you see that? And that's what KSI did, but he lost. He ran away from the Jake fight. This is the same month. This is the same month he says, nah, I'll fight Tommy if Tommy wins. This is the same month. Guys, I have finished this video like 5 times. Honestly, this video has been finished at least 5 times.
I got music. I can go back to Sideman. You know, I can still do. So I didn't even know he'd tweet back at me. Doing DAZN dirty like that is exactly why you were 7 years into boxing and fighting a has-been jiu-jitsu practitioner.
End of discussion. So anyways, I think we've covered it. I don't want us to do too much. Let's look at some of the comments. This is me. KSI Braga retired MMA fighters is crazy. Of course, must be nice to have a brother that's top 10 black people. Dylan, the guy who looks like he can't fight against fight, man, you couldn't find anyone better. There's no way KSI is flexing the fact that he called out 3 old retired UFC fighters with none of them being strikers, and the only one being Tony CTE El Kukui Ferguson. Dead. Bro is fighting Dylan, you have no right to laugh at someone. You say no one wants to fight you, JJ, but Slim chomping at the bit to face you in the ring. All are watching this video in half screen because people are busy reading the comments. Exactly. The level of delusion when JJ talks about his boxing skills is impeccable. Jake Paul only fights retired MMA fighters. Jake trials fighting dollars already in Diaz and Tony Ferguson. You're laughing at Jake for getting turned down by Canelo. In the same video, you admit to being turned down by Masvidal, Cerrone, Tony Ferguson, and Nate Diaz. For God's sake. I always say I'm better than Jake Paul because I am, but you can't compare us. Says the guy who literally just compared himself with Jake. You are beyond a joke. I'm so glad. I think we've been on KSI's case for 2 years at least on this whole boxing thing, and now it seems like people's eyes are being opened. I love how all the names that he named tried to fight were UFC fighters and not actual boxers. If we're going to criticize Jake for this, hold him accountable when he does the same thing. Them, Jide. Laughing at Jake Paul like he didn't try fighting a retired footballer.
Like and subscribe.
It's crazy that the fans don't even care about the Jake fight anymore. We've all moved on. True. At this point, this man is literally Black Jake Paul, and he doesn't want to admit it. Black Jake Paul is funny as fuck. I have to screenshot this. Black Jake Paul is funny as shit. He's been a joke since becoming friends with Logan. That makes sense. Oh, let's look at this. So KSI reveals this KSI News, the biggest KSI dick riding account on Twitter. KSI reveals that the opponents who declined him to fight include Nate Diaz, Cowboy Cerrone, Tony Ferguson, Jorge Masvidal. Let us look at this. Wait, so he talked shit about Jake fighting Nate Diaz, and that's who he tried to fight. He wants people to put on rehydration clauses. What a fucking pussy! Lesra is a Jake Paul dick rider, so his comments don't count. It's no surprise, no real fighter wants to mess about with KSI. I said that. I said that. He answered his own question. Bro tried the Jake Paul method. Black Jake Paul. This guy is such a hypocrite. Yeah, that was the word. Wait, so he shits on Jake fighting retired MMA fighters but tries to do the same thing. I'm not hating, but it doesn't make sense, and I don't have a problem with it, but he'll finally understand. You know, this guy's a KSI fan. You can see the delusion, you can see the cognitive dissonance. This guy is a complete KSI fan. So, I mean, guys, we're clearly, I think we exposed him finally. I hope everybody can see that he's full of shit. Bro Google has been fighters, literally. So let's just go through all the tabs we have so we can close out this video. Yeah, we covered this already, where KSI admits that he was painted into a corner from all this bullshit. Let me show you something. So,
big fan of KSI, but since this L, he sucks. You've lost all your fans now, bro. You're massive. Well, that KSI L has now made me a fan of Alex Wasabi. Alright, let's do this. Me avenging my family. Hey, how much to see you fight Swarm? Wow, what's an L from KSI? Wow, Jake Paul with the W. I mean,
Jake Paul with the W.
We don't get to see him fight, but still, W. You suck! Who the fuck is Swamps? I don't even know who this fucking guy is! Honestly, I'm more excited for Fruity versus Deji. Hey, what's going on with Gibbon Austin? Wow, you're just gonna duck Jake Paul like that? Major L! Quack, quack! Quack, quack!
KSI ducked Jake Paul so hard that he made a 25-minute video quacking on his own channel. And then a few years later, he's coming out to say, oh no, Jake is running away from me. This guy was quacking on his own channel. Like a duck. If it quacks like a duck, then what is it, guys?
Gonna duck Jake Paul like that? Major L! Quack, quack! Quack, quack! Quack, quack!
We're done, guys. We've been done with this guy. I'm so sorry. I need to check on my team. I skipped out on watching the UCL to make this video. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What is this? What? Why? How is this happening? We need to drug test every Madrid player. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, whatever.
Be a big fan of KSI, but since this L,
we're done. Okay, so yeah, so this is where KSI tried to fight someone who has won just 3 out of 22 boxing fights. Oh, Ivan Nikolov, we covered that already. Cover that. Yeah, so this was the poster. Signed. KSI posted this on his Instagram. I was going to fight this guy. This guy didn't pull out. He didn't pull out. The DAZN were the ones who said we don't want you to fight on our card. For whatever reason. The other fighter is a pro boxer. Ha! Funny. Anyways. Yeah, let's hear Gib once more.
G still needs to get his redemption story. He's coming off a loss. Yeah, he's been warming up for 7 years, right? Has he not? Has he not been warming up for 7 years?
He's married.
Yeah, warming up for 7 years. This one is keeping quiet so that, he gets invited out to the next Sidemen trip. Let's hear, this is KSI's trainer. Let's hear what he says.
How long till announcement?
It should be anytime soon, and it's a huge fight. So, it's a really, really big...
Oh my god, this was the Wayne Bridge fight. Oh my god, this was the Wayne Bridge fight that this fucker is saying, oh, it's a huge fight. This is Wayne Bridge.
Interesting, fun.
Wayne Bridge.
Matchup that will whet a lot of appetites and people...
Whet a lot of appetites? You mean like 30-year-old Chelsea fans?
Understand why he wanted that fight. It'll be a good benchmark for everybody.
Good benchmark. Oh my god. I'm so done. All right, so yeah, this is KSI's old team. They trained him for both Logan fights. So let's hear what they have to say about this new era of KSI's career where he's not really doing much. He's not really testing himself.
Because the coaches are not looking to cook. They're not looking to cook. They're not looking to cook.
They're playing it safe.
They're moving like Chicken Cottage when he's paying them Michelin star money. Bro.
Chicken Cottage. Shout out Chicken Cottage though.
Bro, when they're going to cook something up? No. Listen, I'm trying to wait for them to cook. Because I'm hearing, seeing all these interviews, I'm listening, but I'm not seeing the dish.
He's on another level. He's on another level.
Where's the dish?
The way
Because
he's on another level now.
Listen, okay, JJ said before the Fury fight, I've hit my final form, I finally get their system.
Yeah,
and he came out and done star jumps.
Yeah.
When we left him, he was Beerus.
Yeah, he was.
Now he's Machamp. What's his name? That Machamp or something.
For context, guys, this is Machamp. For you non-Pokemon fans. Where is it? Oh god, what does Machamp evolve to anyway? Alright. So KSI's doc list is very long, and I was hoping this would be a video where we cover it, or maybe we'll make a proper video of it. But KSI's doc list, we did that already with this, right? This is a long list, but this stops at 2023, roughly 2022. But since that time, he has docked a lot of people, and one of them was Salt Pappy. So this is where KSI docked Salt Pappy.
Everyone, but you've got to fight Jake.
Oh yeah, by the way, he also docks Dr. Mike because he put Dr. Mike on the poll and went on his podcast. How can you say you want to fight somebody and then go onto his podcast? That is docking.
Everyone, but you've got to fight Jake. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, alright, so then can I fight Salt Pappy? And it's like,
I thought KSI was his own boss. Who is he asking all these questions of, can I fight this person or that person? KSI is the owner of Misfits. KSI decides whom he wants to fight. Why is he asking all these questions?
Nah,
because that puts the Jake fight in jeopardy.
Paul, yeah. Oh wait, no.
He said yes, and then he changes his mouth. Okay.
Not in jeopardy.
No, but if you lose to Salt Pappy,
I'm not gonna lose.
I know, but I'm saying, is that the reason?
No, that's not the reason.
So what is the reason?
The reason.
The reason.
If you crush Salt Pappy, it's even a better fight.
No, because it pushes the Jake Paul fight back.
How?
Oh.
Yes.
So you're not fighting.
See, this guy's not a lawyer; he's a doctor. But as a lawyer, I would ask, how? He's in the stand. They're cross-examining him. But Dr. Mike, he's like, oh, I can't put a black guy in the corner. He's Jewish, so it's like he wants to ally with him. But if it were me, I would ask him, how does it put the Jake fight back? Tell me. It's Salt Pappy. He's lighter than you. You can beat him. So what the fuck?
Fight back.
Oh.
Yes.
So you're not fighting again until you fight Jake?
Well, what do you mean?
Like,
that's a sign of lying, where you try to get the person to repeat the question, so it buys you time to think of a good lie. That's how that works. He heard that question very well.
Is there going to be no more KSI fights?
After Jake Paul, yeah.
Well, no, before.
See, another method is you answer a different question than the one that was asked of you.
Before, no, I'm fighting again.
No, I'm fighting again. Okay.
Before you fight Jake, you're saying there'll be another opponent before Jake?
Yes, yeah, I'm fighting May.
Okay.
May 13th.
And you don't want to fight Salt Pappy?
I want to fight Salt Pappy. I'm fighting
opponent.
Yes, yeah, I'm fighting May.
Okay.
May 13th.
And you don't want to fight Salt Pappy?
I want to fight Salt Pappy.
But
my team are.
We're done. We are done. This guy is a pussy.
May 13th.
And you don't want to fight Salt Pappy?
I want to fight Salt Pappy.
But
my team are.
End of discussion. He can't even fight Salt Pappy. So this is the Wayne Bridge situation.
Rashad and it's a strange world, that world, and you got to have thick skin, and you got to be prepared to,
Yeah, I was just saying, I watched some Wayne Bridge boxing matches, and I felt like he was getting too much disrespect because he can actually fight. Like he wasn't. They weren't just throwing in an athlete. Like people were saying it was like Nate Robinson. No, Wayne Bridge can fight.
Yeah, it was a bit of a strange choice, really, because obviously he's well known to kind of my generation, but he's not very well known to that whole YouTube generation.
Exactly. I mean, Wayne Bridge, for God's sake, like, Wayne Bridge from a different time. City, Chelsea. He played for City before the Saudi money, or the Emirates money, whatever money. Anyways. KSI says there are a few celebrities who want some. He'll only fight Jake if he could prove he's better than Logan. This was where KSI said something. He said, if he beats Gibb, then he can fight me. Then it makes sense because then there's hype. Right now, me fighting Jake, there's no hype. Is this a duck? Maybe not. But we saw what happened. We saw the excuses. We saw KSI making all sorts of excuses.
After he sees me fight Gibb and what I do to Gibb,
See that? Listen to this again.
After he sees me me fight Gib and what I do to Gib, I think he's going to be scared to fight me because he's going to be like, oh, you know, I'm just going to walk away with the W because I know Jake is going to beat me. I'm calling it now.
I will be fighting Jake, especially after I finish, you know, smashing the music scene. I've got a good momentum going with the music. I don't really want to stop all of that just to fight this prick. I want to wait till I've got the album out, the deluxe, I got the tour. It's kind of like waiting for this pandemic to be over, but I'm actually waiting for this lockdown to be over so I can get back into training. So I know I have to pick one or the other, and right now I'm just picking music because that's what I can do, that's what I'm able to do, and then eventually, you know, once the album is, you know, there's no rush. I'm gonna keep fit, I'm gonna keep training, you know, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing, and at the end of the day, once I get the amount I want, then we'll fight. So,
how many different excuses do you want? You have music, you have sidemen, you have money, now wait, and then he wants to just finesse it, a fight with Netflix. Like, he wants to fight on Netflix. Go fuck yourself, bro. What? Okay, so I think I was actually trying to see how often KSI mentions Jake's name and how often Jake mentions KSI's name. So this is Jake. So this is one. Like, what counts is naming the title. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, we need to watch this video again. This video is very old. 8. I guess 9 is in the thumbnail. 10. So this is Jake talking, very honestly. 11. This doesn't count. This doesn't count. 12, 13, 14. So this is 14, right? This doesn't count. This also doesn't count because this was KSI's idea. 15, 16. This was excellent. 17.
Like and subscribe.
18, that counts. 19, this counts. 20. So let's call it 20, right? Because nothing is coming out anymore. 20, right? 20. So note it, 20 times.
Sup, fucker? Listen, stop making it about the money, KSI.
Yeah, so that was the money excuse that we're responding to.
and at the end of the day, once I get the amount I want.
So this is Jake's response.
Let's get the fight happening.
2020.
You're scared, bro. I know you are. I'm a real dog. I just became the biggest prize fighter overnight. A side. Feels good to be on the A side. But look, we can get you a decent amount of money. We'll talk to your manager, you know. Obviously I'm getting more, but it's gonna happen, so just sign the contract, bro. I know your music career is not doing shit right now. I feel bad for you, bro. You're just a fat dude with man titties in England making laugh challenge videos. You are dumb. You fucking idiot. Hey, KSI, bro. Sign the contract, bro. I'm about to fuck you up. You fucking Scooby-Doo ass motherfucker.
Okay, so that was the response to.
And we'll fight, simple.
All right, so.
There is one fight that I want to see you in more so than any other fight out there. It's you versus KSI. Is it possible that this is one of the fights in 2024 for you?
It could be. Again, like all of this has always depended on KSI and him actually wanting to do this. And he just hasn't wanted to. And I think actually the loss and how badly it hurt his ego and him kicking screens and pouting and not being able to believe it, appeal.
This is what Jake is talking about. Let's see what Jake is talking about. I believe he kicked the screens. Where are his coaches? Oh, there we go. This is what Jake is talking about. Like, look, this is KSI's trainer. Look. He says, fuck everybody. And KSI freaking out, forehead glistening.
All of these things kind of just shows maybe that if he's this salty about that loss, if he would lose to me, it would be like the end of his whole entire world. And I just don't think he's ready for that mental burden. He's playing FIFA and video games and doing reaction challenge videos or whatever he does while I'm sparring world champions.
True or false? You do fight him before your career is over.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
That's all.
Nivea Dry Deo with 72-hour Derma Active Protection against sweat, odor, and skin irritation.
So we don't need to look at this. We don't need to look at this for now. Let's go around the other ones. Okay, so this case I mentioned Jake Paul mentions KSI 20 times. Let's go down. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. He mentions Jake Paul in this video. Let's call it 25. 26. Logan Paul is a sore loser? That is a strange video to make. Around 26. 27. 27. I think that's it. Jake is mentioned in this video, so let's say 28. 29 for sure. Yeah, 30 for sure. He mentioned them there. 30. I think that's it. 31? No, 30. 30. So 20 to 30. That's crazy. That is crazy. So, Logan Paul is a sore loser.
Oh, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. So there's me thinking, me and Logan, you know, we're done. You know, it's all finished. The fight is over. We had our rematch. I won. Logan lost. Logan takes his loss like a champ and he goes back to doing his podcast. And I go back to doing either YouTube or boxing or music. And I thought that was that. But no, Logan, you couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. You just couldn't take the L, could you? I know you keep saying that it doesn't feel like you lost.
I don't feel like I lost.
Doesn't this sound familiar?
Well, let's get back to your life, JJ, because I knew you as a YouTube phenomenon. I know you were having great success there, and then I saw you move into music.
Yes.
And you enjoyed success there as well. And then, it surprised all of us, boxing.
Yeah, I just felt like I wanted to punch some people.
Right?
Wow.
No, seriously, was it you wanted to test yourself in that way, or you wanted to...
Yeah, I feel like boxing is one of the hardest things a man can do, or a woman. Like, I just feel like the training is so intense, and you know, getting punched in the face, you know, hurts.
It does.
It hurts.
You were undefeated.
Yes.
Until you fought, and you were known from Love Island, Tommy Fury, in the ring, and then you lost on points.
Well, I technically don't believe that I lost.
This is national television. International, when you think about it.
I still think I won.
Okay.
Just doesn't feel like that.
But Logan, you lost. And
what did the...
You're like the Donald Trump of boxing.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
I don't believe I lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's taken you about a week for it to slowly seep in. And now you're starting to realize that you lost. And you just can't take it, can you? You just...
Delusion is a great thing.
Yeah. It definitely is. But I didn't lose.
Okay, and the question... so...
Hypocrisy? Irony? What do we call this, guys? What do we call this?
Just can't handle the thought of being a loser. This timeline that we're living in right now, it never crossed your mind, did it?
Oh, God. Okay, so, I mean, we clearly see the cognitive dissonance. So let's continue. We can't stay here all day. We are already... Oof. We have to move. So, yeah, this is a new video from Wade. We'll get to it later.
Be like, oh, what about Darren Till? Darren Till probably isn't going to want to fight at my fight weight. And then...
Darren Till fought in UFC at 170. Ask him if he wants to fight at 170 for a bag, and he will tell you how much it is. What are you saying? He has no money.
And if he does, he's not going to want to do the rehydration.
We covered the rehydration. KSI is a fucking bitch. Let's go down and look at the comments a bit. He's being laughed at. Dylan walks around 210. Darren fought at 170 his whole career. So basically, what did you say? He's scared of Darren. Simples. Quack, quack, quack. He doesn't want the rehabilitation clause. Just try. Just try. Ask him. All right. Yeah, no, this is not it. Yeah, Jake. Let's listen to Jake again.
I think it's a joke. I mean, it's just a joke, bro. My brother already beat Dennis like easily, and KSI just wants easy fights that don't challenge him at all. Like, why doesn't he fight Mike Perry? Why doesn't he fight Tyron Woodley?
Shit, why doesn't he fight Jake Paul?
He won't do it, bro. I've said it since day one. And
Jake called it. He called it big time. He called it. Jake called it since this moment.
scared to fight me because after he sees me fight Gib and what I do to Gib, I think he's gonna be scared to fight me because he's gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna walk away with the W because I know Jake is gonna beat me. I'm calling it now.
I will be fighting Jake, especially
All the excuses in the world. Oh yeah, this is where KSI says he's going to beat. Well, no, okay. This is a different video.
it's coming, but I'm gonna let Gib do it.
So yes, this is where KSI says he's going to fight Gib if Gib doesn't beat Jake.
It's knocking on the door of Jake's career. It's coming, but I'm gonna let Gib do it first. But if Gib don't do it, boy, I'm gonna kill you, Jake. I'm gonna kill you. You UK motherfuckers don't even scare me. Yeah, you afraid of Big Gibber though.
I think you're winning this hands down.
Let's all laugh at this motherfucker.
And that'll be the end of the polls.
I think we all know what happened here. Let's move on. Yeah, so Tyron Woodley, yeah, or just KSI to accept the poll and fight him. 2022, KSI ran away from Tyron Woodley. Why? Okay, sign the damn contract. Let me show you the difference between me and that fraud who only fights retired MMA pensioners. We already saw KSI saying he wanted to fight Nate Diaz. He ducked Darren Till. He tried to fight Cowboy. He tried to fight freaking, what's his name? Masvidal. And he also tried to fight Tony Ferguson. All losers, double-digit losses on their records, all retired UFC, all over 40, except Darren Till. So, yeah. Would you want me to fight in January? He ducks. And as of speaking, KSI has not fought anyone on this poll. As of speaking, this is 2022. As of right now, KSI has not fought one person on this poll. Isn't that strange? YouTube star rules out Andrew Tate and Tommy Fury. He rules them out. But he decided to take the Tommy fight when Tommy won because he wanted to beat Jake. He wanted to beat Jake by beating Tommy Fury by doing his Star Jones, and then he still lost and cried about it for 16 months. Yeah. So this is the poll. Not fighting Nikolov, Luis Pineda. So I think we've covered pretty much everything. This is Tyron Woodley calling out KSI for ducking in 2022. Oof, KSI is a marathon runner. Let's see it again.
You have to box, collab, and cancel. Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
I'll box Mr. Beast. Easy dub.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
There's ones where I beat Logan Paul, I fight a Jake, and then I keep going, and then all of a sudden there might be an opportunity where I do fight someone for world champion. Because I know as soon as I fight Jake, it's done.
You have to.
So, I mean, as soon as I fight Jake, it's done. KSI's Misfits Boxing closes 5-year deal with major sports broadcaster. That is what is at the center of this. Not even Wade has seen this line of thinking. The reason why KSI keeps pushing back the Jake fight, keeps delaying, keeps ducking, is because he has a 5-year deal. If he fights Jake immediately, the deal is over. Right? We exposed that already. So, guys, thank you so much for your patience. This has been a very long video, but it is the most important and probably the most exhaustive video on this. It's a shame I couldn't condense it. I'll do my best to condense it as much as possible. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Leave a like, leave a comment. Hopefully in the future, I'll condense this video to something more consumable. Maybe a 7 or 10-minute video. But this is the treasure trove of KSI's lies. So I want to thank you all once again. Like, share, subscribe, clip this video, share it, break it down as much as you want. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.
That fade never gonna happen, man.
Yeah, no, I've said it. I've said it for a long time.
It's never.
I've said it since before I fought Gib.
He
me fight Gib and what I do to Gib, I think he's gonna be scared to fight me because he's gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna walk away with the W because I know Jake is gonna beat me. I'm calling it now. I could do it. So there you have it, KSI. You want 185, I want 200. I didn't want to budge. You didn't want to budge. Mr. Beast said, why don't we just meet in the middle? Good point, Mr. Beast. I'm down. 192.5. And that's my final.
What do you think his excuse will be now?
Who knows? Yeah, he's probably just going to say, no, I'm not going to 185. I'm focused on my music career.
After centuries of sleep, of nothingness, I have returned. Something comes back to me. I was great once. Feared. Yes. Once I was strong. Powerful beyond measure, beyond imagining. So weak now, must find blood.
The best guy at synthesizing this stuff, because he's just been hitting these things out of the park.